subscribe to my channel and press bell icon for latest updates.
Hi, welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghuveer. In this class, we will discuss about the coding part for k-nearest neighbors. In our previous classes, we already discussed about different concepts on k-nearest neighbors. So please watch those videos and come back here. And the link to download this coding document and a data document, we apply our k-nearest neighbors on Amazon mobile dataset. The link to download this coding document and a data document is provided in the description below. So please download this data document and coding document and work on the coding part, in and out on the coding part, so that you will have a better understanding of what's k-nearest neighbors and how to apply k-nearest neighbors on different text data formats. So we will discuss about we are applying our k-nearest neighbors on bag of votes, TF-IDF, average vote to vec and TF-IDF vote to vec. These are different methods to convert our text data into numerical format. All these discussions about TF-IDF, bag of votes were clearly made and coding also done in our previous classes. If you don't know about all these concepts, please follow our playlist for better understanding of the subject. The link for playlist is also provided in the description below. So coming to coding part, before going into the coding part, first we have to know how k-nearest neighbors implemented in sklearn. In sklearn.neighbors, there is a class called kneighbor classifier used for classification data. For regression data, we use kneighbor. Regressor is a class used for regression data. So coming here, what are the variables that present in the kneighbor classifier class? So here n_neighbors means number of neighbors. That means this is the k value. Its default, it will be 5. If you want to change its default value, we have to n_neighbors is equal to, if you place it as 10, that means k is equal to 10. So our model will identify nearest 10 neighbors. Like that, weights is equal to uniform comma distance. Weights is equal to uniform means its normal k nearest neighbors algorithm will be executed. If it is given as distance, we discussed weighted k nearest neighbors. If you given as weights is equal to distance, then it will our class will apply weighted k nearest neighbors on our data set. Next, coming to next variable, algorithm is equal to auto comma ball tree comma kd tree means we discussed the data structures. What's the problem in k nearest neighbors? We already discussed about the problems of k nearest neighbors, a separate class. In that we discussed that some data structure should be needed in order to make the cost efficient, execution fast. So for that we can select whatever the data structure we required, we can give it as algorithm is equal to kd tree means it will apply the kd tree. Auto means here it will apply based on the data set which one will suits to our data set. That in these two data structures, it will apply those whatever suits to our data set. So next, coming to matrix is equal to Minkowski distance, different distance measurements used in k nearest neighbors. So Minkowski and Manhattan distance and Euclidean distance, we discussed this concept previously. In that p value is equal to default is equal to 2 means Euclidean distance. If p is equal to 1 means Manhattan distance. So we can assign whatever the distance metric we required for our k nearest neighbors. So this is all about kneighbor classifier. You please take a look at this class so that you will have a better intuition about sklearn, and these are very helpful in when you are applying, or if you want to do any projects on machine learning, and if you want to work in machine learning. So this understanding is very, very helpful. The understanding of how sklearn implemented k nearest neighbor class is very important. So coming to our coding part, first 5 blocks of the code is data pre-processing code. We clearly discussed about Amazon mobile data set, and data pre-processing on Amazon mobile data set was clearly made in our previous classes. Based on that assumption, we are skipping these first 5 blocks of the code. Okay, this is all about data pre-processing, and we already discussed this in naive Bayes previously when we discussed the coding part of naive Bayes. Most of the coding which we discussed in naive Bayes, the same code will be applicable here. Small modifications will be there. We will discuss about those modifications. So please follow our playlist so that you will have a better understanding of the subject. So this is all about data pre-processing. Coming here, previously we have in Amazon mobile data set we have 75,000 mobile data points, means 75,000 feedbacks has been considered, but here we are considering only 5,000. We are applying our k nearest neighbor only on 5,000 data points. Why? Because in our last class we discussed that problems with k nearest neighbor, KNN is cost highly, it will take it will take more time to compute. If your random access memory is very small, if your random access memory is 4 GB, in order to compute our complete 72,000 mobile feedbacks, it will take minimum 2 to 4 hours. That's why we are taking only 5,000 feedbacks. If your computer is having above 16 GB random access memory, you can select the entire data set. Okay, so after selecting 5,000 mobile data feedbacks, so we are dividing those 5,000 into training data and testing data. For that we will use this train_test_split class. After that we are converting our data into bag of words. So because we already discussed this, we are not having any discussion, we are not placing any discussion here. So we convert our data into bag of words. We give fit value for only training data and transform value for both training and testing data. So we converted our data into bag of words. Now we apply our k nearest neighbors classifier class on our input data, means training data and testing data. So on the training data, what's the value we have given? What's the variable name we have given for training data? Train_cleaned text. For test data, test_cleaned text. That's the variable name we have given for training data and testing data. So coming here, we are using k neighbor classifier and we are using grid search CV. Why we use this? It will apply our k nearest neighbors class on all the different k values. We did this code on in our last class on naive Bayes model. So in that the hyperparameter is alpha in naive Bayes model. Here the hyperparameter is k value. That's why we are taking different k values, and on all these different k values our grid search CV will apply on all these different k nearest k values, and it will pick the best k value. How it will pick it? For k is equal to 1, it is overfitted. For as k value increases, our model will goes to underfitting. So based on that, whenever we got the best test accuracy value, our model will pick that value. That's taken as best k value. So here we are giving it as k value, grid search CV. On that grid search CV we are taking input as training data, and we are generating the ROC_AUC. ROC_AUC based on the AUC plot. See here, k is equal to, as k is equal to 1, we are having overfitting because high training accuracy, low testing accuracy. As k value increases, testing accuracy increases, and at some point again it's going to decrease. So at k is equal to 9, n_neighbors is equal to 9. 9 is the best k for our data set. So based on this code was already discussed in naive Bayes. Our assumption is you are following our playlist from the beginning, so that that's why we are not always discussing the same code repeatedly. All this code, how to apply ROC_AUC and how grid search CV will execute, all this was discussed previously. So we will identify the best k value here, and after identifying the best k value, so now based on that best k value we will train our data set Again we take our k nearest neighbors, we will do training or k nearest neighbor training on k is equal to 9. So now we have to identify the best threshold value. So why do we need threshold value? For generating the ROC and underscore AUC, we need threshold value. We have to identify the best threshold value, means which is having FPR into TPR into 1 minus FPR value having the highest value. For what threshold value we are having this TPR into 1 minus FPR value is high. That's the threshold value we have to pick, and we have to, based on the threshold value, we have to generate the confusion matrix for both training and testing data. This is what we done in this block of code. All this code was already discussed in naive base. So the same code applied for k-neighbor classifier. So that's the easiness of code in machine learning. So if you understand this code, the same code can be applied for all the models based on a small minor modifications. That's why I request you, please download this coding document. One coding document is enough, so that if you understand the code, how we written the logic and all those things, so the same can be applied for almost all the models. Okay, so please download it and work on it. So next, this is our ROC plot and confusion matrix. So we applied our data on bag of words. This is what our efficiency is. What's the efficiency we got here? 88% efficiency. 6.62 at threshold value 0.889. We got an efficiency of 0.62. 62% efficiency. So now we apply our k nearest neighbors on TF-IDF. So our data should be converted into TF-IDF. So we are using this block of code to convert TF-IDF, convert our feedbacks into TF-IDF vectorizer. After conversion, the same code will be applied on again the above two blocks of the code, repeat on the TF-IDF. Here we converted our data TF-IDF vectors into TF-IDF underscore train underscore cleaned text. This is our training data. TF-IDF underscore test underscore cleaned text. This is our testing data. So the same code will be repeated on TF-IDF vectorizers. Okay, we got the best k value. The best k value we got here is 901. We apply this 901 and identify the best threshold value, and we generate the confusion matrix. Now we are using our vote to vec model. Now we will convert our data into average vote to vec. So after converting our data into average vote to vec, here we are converting our feedbacks into average vote to vec of size 50, means 50 dimensions. You can change the dimensions and apply it, so that you will understand how the increase of dimensions affecting our k nearest neighbors. So we are taking it as size is equal to 50, and we converted our data into average vote to vec. After converting our data into average vote to vec, again apply our k nearest neighbors on this new data set, average vote to vec data set. So the text data can be converted into different forms. We discussed this in data pre-processing. In bag of words, TF-IDF average vote to vec and TF-IDF vote to vec. So that's why we are applying all k nearest neighbors on all the different ways of converting our text data set. So feedbacks are text data set. That's why we converted into average vote to vec, TF-IDF vote to vec, and TF-IDF and bag of words, so that you will have a better understanding, and you can use this code in your projects, and when you are working outside, you can use this word. You use this code. So again apply our k nearest neighbors on average vote to vec data set. We are taking first, because of computing efficiency, we are taking only up to 1 to 33 k values. You can use up to 1 to take up to some 1000 values, so that you will have a better understanding on the graph. Change the code, and you please execute it on your systems. Okay, again the best k value we got it as 33, and now we will apply this 33 value on, and we will generate the threshold value and confusion matrix. Next, convert our data set into TF-IDF vote to vec. So data set is our feedbacks are converted into TF-IDF vote to vec. Then apply our k nearest neighbors class on TF-IDF vote to vec. For simplicity, for understanding purpose, we are showing how our TF-IDF vote to vec, after converting our text document into TF-IDF vote to vec, how our data will be. For understanding purpose, we are showing this. So now apply our k nearest neighbors on TF-IDF vote to vec. Again, we will get the best k value as 33 we obtained here. So that apply our k nearest neighbors on k is equal to 33. Then identify the best threshold value and confusion matrix. This is how our coding is. Hope you understand the concept. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.